Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick update video for you guys about the next couple of months on my channel. First thing that I wanted to say is that over on Patreon, I have just opened a 4-week early access tier for reactions to my business as usual shows. That would be Classic Who, Supernatural, and Star Wars Rebels. There is also a 2-week early access tier that has been there for a little bit, but worked my little tail off to be able to open up a 4-week early access tier for you guys if you guys are interested in that. Otherwise, Patreon is pretty much the same. Another thing I do, just in case you didn't know, I do 2 movie reactions a month. The first of every month is always whatever movie series I'm going through that is voted on by patrons, and that currently is Mission Impossible. I'm honestly liking that series way more than I thought I would, and it's been a blast to go through all of that. So that's what I'm currently going through, and that those reactions come at the first of every month. And then later on, kind of mid to late in the month, there is an extra movie reaction, and literally as we speak, I'm about to record after this my movie reaction to Nope, which will be the extra movie reaction in October. So there you can possibly go watch that if you would like. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. Okay, I just wanted to get that out first. And the big thing that's going to affect my patrons and subscribers on YouTube, or just viewers on YouTube or whatever, is that at the end of October, I am going to be taking a 2-week break. And I'm going to try to get through and talk about all of the shows and how it's going to affect all of the shows that I'm going to be watching during that time. If I miss something, I do apologize, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so I think the last day that I will be posting stuff will be October 20th, that Friday. Technically, the last thing that I will be posting will be October 21st over on Patreon on that Saturday, and that will be the Star Trek reaction for that week. There are Star Trek reactions every Saturday. Just so you guys know, if you are interested, they are full uncut reactions and you have to line it up yourself. I know a lot of people have a lot of issues with that. They want me to provide the full episode. Here's the thing about that, and this is, just how I personally feel about that. I understand that there's a lot of reactors that do that. However, the legality of fully giving full movies, full episodes and such, and charging for it as well. I do know people who have gotten their Patreons taken down for that, and I'm just not willing to risk that game. So if that's something you can't handle, then, that content's not for you. Okay, that's it. I understand. I get a lot of messages that are like, well, this person does it. I really like to protect at least what I've built on my Patreon, on my YouTube channel. So that's that, okay? But I just wanted to say that. So, sorry, that was a little tangent. I didn't mean to get distracted. The last thing I will post is the Star Trek Next Generation reaction on that Saturday, but technically the last thing I will post on YouTube will be on that Friday, October 20th. And then there will be a 2-week break, and I will get back to posting, I believe, November 6th, whatever the Monday is after those 2 weeks. Okay? It is not the most convenient time to be taking a break on my channel, but that was just the time that I decided to plan a trip, and it was more about other people's schedules than my own. And when I started planning this, a lot of stuff wasn't even announced yet when it comes to premieres, and then stuff started to get announced and I'm like, oh boy, this break is not at the most opportune time. That's okay, we're gonna get through it. Okay, so when it comes to shows that I'm currently going through now, Daryl Dixon will end right before I go on break. Sandman will end right before I go on break. Supernatural I will be posting, I believe, the finale of season 8 right before I go on break. Rebels, I will be posting the season 3 finale right before I go on break. And Classic Who will be right smack in the middle of a story. It was so funny when I was looking at it. Everything seemed to line up great. I'm like, oh, I'm hitting the end of the seasons for Supernatural and Rebels, and Sandman will be wrapped up, and Daryl Dixon will be wrapped up, and Classic Who right in the middle of a story. Listen, can't be perfect, okay? Can't be perfect. All right. Oh my goodness, there's so much to talk about. Sorry, I'm trying to address everything. Okay, so when I get back from break, the other currently running shows at the time will be Loki and Gen V, which I will be trying to get out every Friday. Fridays are going to be very busy for me, starting in a couple of weeks. Once I get back from break, those are going to be my 2 top priorities because they will be the currently airing stuff that I need to catch up on after my break. Okay. After that week, the first week, I'm going to be focusing on Gen V, Loki, and my business as usual shows will be business as usual. They will still go up, okay? After that, there are going to be certain things premiering during my break, and that will be Invincible and Fear the Walking Dead. After that first week returning where I focus on Gen V and Loki, I will then be focusing on Invincible and Fear the Walking Dead. Oh my God, sorry, it's so much to remember. And the other thing that I will be focusing on in that second week will be Fall of House Usher. I'm very aware that Fall of House Usher is going to premiere before my break, but it is just, I just can't. I just can't. And don't think that that's not because I'm not excited about it, because guess what? Mike Flanagan is quite possibly my favorite writer of all time. I absolutely adore him, and I want nothing more than to watch Fall of House Usher. It's just the way that things are kind of falling into place, that it is going to be a lot easier for me to tackle that after my break than before my break, okay? So first week back, Gen V, Loki going to be focused on, then we'll get into Invincible and Fear the Walking Dead and Fall of House Usher. And also at some point in November, of course, guys, I am tracking that the Doctor Who specials will be releasing. At the time of me filming this video right now, nothing has been announced, but maybe sometime soon it will be. I have no idea. I do know, I believe, if I'm correct, the 60th anniversary literally lands on Thanksgiving this year. Just so you guys know, I typically do travel for Thanksgiving. I'm not doing that this year. So I should be able to, no matter when these specials premiere, unless it's like the first few days of November, which means that I will be on break, but I don't think it will. I don't know. I have no idea. But I will hopefully be able to get to them pretty quickly. So there's that. I think that's about it for the updates. I think that is about it for the updates. If I missed a show, I really do apologize. I tried to remember all of that. Okay. On a more personal note, I definitely need a break. I'm starting to feel the burnout a little bit. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I told you guys last year I got very burnt out around August-ish time frame, July, August, and I had to take a break, and it was, you know, I kind of forced myself to sort of take a break and stuff. And I think when I came back from the break, I literally said, if I do not take 2 breaks next year, you guys need to yell at me. So you guys are welcome to yell at me. because this will be the first break that I am taking of this year, and I won't be taking another one by the end of the year. That would be very close together. Literally what happened, I did intend to take a break around spring, summertime for like a week, nothing like super long or anything. And then the surgery kind of messed it up. And I know a lot of you would be like, well, why didn't you take it during your surgery? Well, I genuinely was like, my mentality was like, I would rather take a break where I can go and enjoy my time off than me like sitting with very painful splints up my nose and stuff. Like, I just, like, that wasn't my idea of a relaxing break. And at the time, there wasn't a ton going on that I was able to sort of not film for a week while recovering from surgery. So let's be real, it wasn't pleasant, and I wasn't sleeping, and it was a lot, but and still have stuff going out because I just didn't put more on my plate, so to speak. But anyway, and there just never really was a good time after that, and then it just kept going, and now here I am. I'm definitely feeling the burnout a bit. I'm definitely feeling kind of exhausted. It's a very specific type of exhausted that I don't know how much I can explain, but there's something about putting yourself on camera every day. And I love doing this. I love filming for you guys. I love doing these reactions with you guys. I am really excited to watch Nope and probably get traumatized. Can't wait. But like, I really love it. But there is a certain amount of energy I specifically want to keep up in these videos for you guys. And sometimes you just need a break for like a couple of weeks, you know, which I will take at the end of October, I just want to not be on camera for like 2 weeks and not have to have this energy, be super entertaining, and also insightful. And also, listen, you may not think that I'm entertaining or insightful, but that's what I strive for, okay? I'm not saying I nail it all the time, all right, guys? But, you know, so I know that most of you guys understand, but I'm just kind of, you know, venting and talking about it, and just sometimes you just need that break. And I've been starting to, this is how I know when I need a break. I start to fixate. I'm a very, a lot of you guys know that if you watch me, I'm a very, I've suffered from anxiety in the past. I'm a very nitpicky type of person. I'm a very detailed type of person. And if I ever say something kind of wrong in a reaction, or I get somebody's name wrong, or something, or I say something that doesn't come off right, I've noticed, and this is always what happens when I get really close to the point of burnout, I start to fixate on it. I'm still watching, I'm still paying attention, but it's in the back of my mind, like, I said something wrong. And I don't know why, but when I feel like when I'm kind of exhausted and I'm close to needing a break, all of those like fixations and frustrations with recording and stuff get enhanced so much. I'm not entirely sure that made any sense to you guys, but that's how I can kind of identify it, so to speak, that I'm getting close. But I have basically about another month to go, and then I'm going to be traveling the first week, going on a nice trip. I'm very, very excited about it. And then the second week is going to be for me to sort of just take some time to myself and give myself a break so that I can come back in November for that massive slew of reactions I'm gonna have to record and do and all of that for you guys. And I just hope that you guys are really excited, but I will be refreshed, hopefully, with a lot more energy and everything like that. And I just truly am so thankful in advance for all of you guys who are really supportive of me taking a break and taking care of myself and, you know, all of that. Okay, I ranted for a little longer than I wanted to, but yeah, hopefully you're excited for everything coming up in the fall. If you're interested in anything over on Patreon, head on over there, check it out. And I think that is about it. Really, truly love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.